Hi there everyone, Destin Legary here, and today I have the pleasure of showing you some legendary difficulty campaign gameplay from the first few missions of Halo Infinite. I'll do my best to keep it mostly spoiler free, but consider this your warning about spoilers up front. If you want to go in totally blind, now would be a good time to stop watching. So today we'll be looking at the first two boss fights in Halo Infinite. The first is with Trimonious, a banished looking to make his name amongst the ranks. The second is an elite known as Chak'Lok.
Welcome to my tower, Master Chief.
So starting with Trimonious on legendary difficulty, the most important part of survival in these fights is momentum. For your entire encounter, you'll want to use your grappling hook to stay away from him and take down his shield from afar. He's joined by two jackals that you'll want to deal with first, as they can easily whittle you down, and with them out of the way, you're able to focus on the main opponent. Luckily, the game does a good job of telegraphing when you're going to fight him. Spoilers, but it's right around the time you feel like you're about to go to the surface of the ring. Even with something as powerful as the skewer, you'll need to keep on the move, avoiding his blasts and rocket-propelled slams into the ground. As you probably know, you're extra fragile on the hardest setting the game offers. If you don't have a skewer, or just want to conserve ammo, you can usually get a nice chunk of damage taken off of him with the objects found in the environment. A personal note, all gameplay is captured off of my Xbox Series X, but I was able to plug in a keyboard and mouse as that's how I prefer to play. It did take a few extra steps to get set up, but it was great getting to use the input device of my choice through the campaign and will likely give more accessibility options to everyone. The Trimonious fight was great, and while this has been edited together to show you how to defeat him, I won't lie, I died several times on the boss fight. All it takes is one mistake and you'll be kicked back to your previous checkpoint. But with Trimonious destroyed, we head to the surface of Zeta Halo. We'll have another video talking about the open world exploration aspects of Halo Infinite, but for our purposes, let's look at the next encounter, Chak'Lok.
Welcome to my tower, Master Chief.
Chak'Lok is located in a fortified base that you'll come upon after hearing a distress signal from a Spartan. Chief will have to infiltrate by lowering barricades before heading up a gravity lift. Yes, you should expect heavy resistance on the way. Once inside, you'll learn that a Spartan has had his armor forcibly removed while he was alive, and that's where you'll pick up the second power-up for Chief, the threat sensor.
It appears to lock onto and highlight any targets in range.
Not to be confused with the combat sensor, the threat sensor will reveal enemy positions as you ascend towards the boss fight. If you put any time into PvP, this will likely be a familiar tool. Chak'Lok's tower is a prisoner's first stop on their way to the House of Reckoning. They are captured and interrogated here by Chak'Lok before being sent along to what sounds like their final destination. The fight itself encourages you to use the threat sensor, which is tremendously helpful when dealing with elites that have a cloaking ability. You see, Chak'Lok can lunge at you from across the screen and will eviscerate you with one swipe of his blade. I'll be honest, his ability to go invisible had me on the edge of my seat, as even with the combat sensor and threat sensor combo, the mission uses clever audio to indicate where he is as he taunts you throughout the fight. But as you wait for that ping to reveal his location again, you might miss his outline and wind up Master Chief's soup if you're not careful. Again, combining the speed of the grapple shot, I love this thing, and the threat sensor ability, you should be able to take down Chak'Lok. I used as many environmental items as I could going in, especially if you don't have a power weapon for this fight. I left my skewer at home this time, so it was all about what I had and what was in the arena. Both of these encounters were amazing to fight through on legendary difficulty, as were the intro missions we were allowed to experience for this preview. I am also incredibly thankful for the many checkpoints that pop up, meaning you'll never lose so much progress that you feel defeated as you work your way through. I can't wait to hop back in when Halo Infinite's campaign arrives on December 8th. Until then, for more on all things Halo, keep it right here on IGN.